Welcome, everyone. It's
Hi, welcome.
My name is Cecilia, and this is Vanessa. This is the very first time that we are planning to do this quick webinar, mostly for those couples that are looking to plan a destination wedding at a cenote, and in specific, the Cenote Taak Bi Ha, which is located in Tulum. We are going to be speaking about different highlights of the cenote and also some challenges that couples will face when they are planning a destination wedding in this location. Okay, let's start speaking about the difference between the cenotes and what the cenote is. So, in a very simple words, the cenote is a sinkhole or an area with water that could be above this on the surface or underground like a cave. And in the case that we are having the ceremony in outside cenote or outdoor cenotes, what you are going to find is a greenery background, sometimes platforms, and other times you are going to find a bridge or a different access to the cenote or the area where the ceremony is going to be placed. Then we have the option of cenote cave. Cenote Taak Bi Ha, it's going into this category, which is underground, and because of that, it has an stunning background of stones, like it's very similar to a cathedral. Where is located? Well, the cenote is located inside of Parque Dos Ojos. This park is closer to Tulum, about 15 minutes from Tulum, and about 1 hour and 45 minutes from Cancun Airport, and about 1 hour from hour 15 minutes from Playa del Carmen. This is important because based on this cenote, you are going to find different hotels nearby to host either the reception or use it for a better place for your guests to stay. Some of hotels that you're going to find nearby, it will be Pepen Holistic Center and Yellow Nest. These small boutique jungle style hotels are located inside Parque dos Ojos. Therefore, they are very close to the area. In addition, there are a few resorts around the area. For example, Hilton Tulum, El Dorado Seaside, Dreams Tulum, and Secrets Acuma. Of course, there are more options. These are some of our favorite options, and they are all inclusive, either family friendly or only adults options. Some of the highlights we are going to find there at the cenote, as I said, it is very challenging, but it is stunning. We have crystal clear turquoise waters. We have the natural stone that is similar to a cathedral, so it's very impressive and it evokes a wow feeling for all the guests. It's serene and intimate. Also, it is, remember that it's sacred for the Mayans, so it is very mystic, and it has a unique acoustics because of the area. Remember, it is a cave, so we have a better acoustic in the place, especially for those musicians like a violin or a guitar player, or even for the sound system, but also it represents a challenge for the setup of the music. For those people, we had couples in the past who asked about do a streaming of the service or the ceremony. Sadly, inside of the cave, there is not very good quality of Wi-Fi, so this is really hard to accomplish. However, cameras works really well inside. Speaking about budget, the initial price of the rental is about $1,000. This covers 2 hours of rental for maximum 30 guests. 30 guests, including the couple. So 30 people total. And the services start, or the rental start at 5 p.m. Some of the additions that you are going to be covering, it will be additional guests over those 30 people, rental of chairs or benches, music like a sound system, a live musician, a guitar player, photography, of course, videographer. The cenote also has a separate area for a reception. It's a palapa, and they have a different fees for that, and it's completely separate. But it will be an option in the case you want to, after the ceremony, go and have the reception in this area. Transfer for all your guests, depending where everyone is going to stay, or if we have a host hotel where everyone can be there, or a medium point so we can translate guests all around the area. And finally, decor, which is not a lot that you're going to need because you already have a very nice background, very stunning and very quiet place with the blue waters. So there is no need of too much decor. This is one of our favorite pictures because Cenote Taak Bi Ha, it's very popular and we have many couples asking about that. You also will find a post about one service we did there at Taak Bi Ha Cenote. It was a 60 people couple, and the first challenge, especially for elder people, for everyone, included the bride and the groom or the wedding couple, is the access. The access is very stiff, it's narrow, and it could be a little bit slippery. So what we are going to suggest for the guests and for everyone, is going to be walk slow, watch your step, and wear comfortable shoes. Something that ties really good your feet, so there's less risk or fail. Don't worry, there are easy access usually, and there are places where you can hang. However, it is better to be safe. A suggestible timeline. It is very important to notice the rental of the cenote in private starts at 5 p.m. From 5 to 7 in the case of 2 hours, 6 to 8, 7 to 9. And the general, this is just an example, and the general timeline is going to be also surrounded or defined for the different events that you are going to have. So if you are going to have, for example, a reception at your hotel and you have a curfew up to 11 p.m., which most of the hotels in the area have that time. Therefore, a 5:30 ceremony starting, it's a good time so you can have enough or plenty time to do pictures, to have the ceremony, depending the time of the ceremony, the type of the ceremony. It could be 1 hour or 30 minutes last. Some ceremonies last a little bit longer, but that depends also on the walking in, walking out, how long it takes for the guests to take the places, etc. But in average, estimate an hour for the ceremony. Then you have some time to move up and have some refreshments. Refreshments, it's going to be really important, especially in the cenote, which inside is going to be really humid for everyone. Before the time of the ceremony, or before 5 p.m., when the cenote is completely private, the admin of the cenote is going to grant it access for those vendors who need it, aka photographer, videographer, decor, set of the chairs, your planners, etc. However, that at that time, before 5 p.m., the cenote is not private. So that means it's open for everyone. While the vendors are setting up, the rest of the people that go and enjoy the cenote by their own, the tours, etc., they are going to be actually in the place while everyone is going to be setting up. That is a challenge for the vendors who need to be prepared with plenty time and with different things to dry out the area, because yes, the stone platform gets wet. And we have seen in the past people in their bathing suits, and the safe jackets or the life jackets, just taking pictures on the setup right before we start the ceremony. It's something that happens, but for sure, when the clock hits 5 p.m., the same admins go down and ask everyone who is not part of the wedding party to leave, because now the cenote is private, and then we can start the ceremony. So 5:30 p.m. is a little bit. You have some time there to tie a little bit the tiles and add different things on it. For attire, and specifically for your guest, we are going to suggest the fans, because it's going to be humid but not hot. Comfy shoes, as we already mentioned, and breathable clothes, so they are not feel sticky during the ceremony. Before the ceremony, we can set up, or we had some refreshments. And for the refreshments before the ceremony, we are going to suggest mostly water. In that case, with the water, what we avoid the theme of having people with alcohol, or in alcoholic conditions going down to the stairs, so that help us to keep the things or the people safe while they go down. And after the ceremony is done, when everyone's go up, it is very welcome to have some more refreshments here. Then it could be waters, it could be beers, and of course, if you have a team to help you with that, they will be taking care of that. Mosquito repellent, it's going to be a must. The place is surrounded by the jungle, so this is a must that you have to be prepared. Here's some info about the past weddings. It's been very different over the years, because on the first wedding we have a very large platform, and then it's the couple surrounded by all their family and the friends. And nowadays the platform, it's been shorter, so basically now it's just the couple. It's more like a stage where the couple can be their place by their own, or just a few family members or few members of the bridal party. And the rest of the bridal party could be either on one side or by the stairs or by the area where the chairs or the benches can be placed. It is important to mention that you could be surrounded about music, either sound system, a music player, or it's a little bit more challenge, but we know that even a piano, it's already set up there. It is an option. It has their tricky parts for the setup, but it is possible. And finally, we would like to thank you about be here. And please, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, we are open for any questions that you may want to do. Thank you very much to be part of this first webinar. We are very glad you are here, and see you soon. Bye-bye.